Hello, as I can here show you the Big Bird in study hall coloring here. As you have Big Bird, and then along right here as you have, like you say, so far as the study hour class with Big Bird, is that what you saw is that getting through a number of things within is like a certain amount of time. Is that that you have it to where that first of all is that you have notes, and then along with reading, and along with the language arts, and then along with the math, and then social studies and story hour, and then you got the schoolwork along right here, and then right here you also have the stories, like the storybooks, along with got the library books right here, and along with the e-reader, e-books. It's like so far with the letter E that which call that the letter E could be known as a number of things. It's like it could be e-bookmark, or it's like we pretty much know that the bookmarks on the websites, pretty much it kind of like look like that they kind of look like a tab or something like that, label that you can click on a link, or what you call a website on you say on a tablet or whatever. That those of us young kids or whoever, it's like adults who use the Wi-Fi or the high-speed internet, that would know a lot about stuff about E and electronic statement. And then 5 or 10 years from now, they may have what you call the GN network connection. It's like so far as the Gamalado network connection, or whatever they're planning on having later on. But as you have it, you got the Sesame Street characters, you got the Cookie Monster, and along with the say Elmo's name, and then along with the study of the wildlife, so far as planet Earth, that you have it to where you get to have it to where if you take the classes like science or social studies or whatever, science and math, and it's like so far as geography, studying about the different maps and stuff of it's like so far as planet Earth. And a lot of times, as people will probably say that that with this class right here, that it's I don't know if it's really a class. It's like a period that during it's like a study hour during the class time that you would go in. If we all remember that whenever we were in school, or if most of us here are still in school, that we would have an hour in class where we would do schoolwork or activities or whatever, or study hard on notes and stuff. But a lot of times is that which I remember that I was in about maybe 3 or 4 study hall classes, and as far as I remember that each one of them is that the teachers is that if you didn't have no work to do, the more likely they would give you work to do. And sometimes is that that work could be something that you don't really want to do. So far as one of them, or one of the schoolworks that some of the papers that she would have me do, and some of it and most of it had something to do with reading, like reading a book, or writing down a like a summary, whatever you call it, from a storybook or whatever. And I don't remember the titles of the books, but most of them were just, you say, to particular poems or storybooks or whatever. That so far as kids and whenever they much younger, that they being active or whatever you call it, but you have read about the stories. You got the story hour. But right here on these lines is go ahead and write down here is that if I were to write a book, is that you were right on there about it's like say writing small is like activities of the day. If you were to write down a little bit about that, and then maybe it's like so far as the study, if you want to write down a few other notes, is that so far maybe maybe a meal of the day. And then maybe another thing too is maybe your favorite say the favorite favorite snack, and then along right here is you have your favorite your favorite maybe favorite story. It's like of course it's like like for favorite that some ways that you have favorite, it could be with an A, or some people may pronounce it with an I, or with a TIE or whatever. But anyway, but so far as if you were to write down notes, is that that you may have your own words or whatever sayings of that go along with whatever notes that you write down or whatever. But anyway, you got the ABC as for the alphabets. But so far with notes, is you have that is like with the magnifying glass. You got the magnifying glass is that if you're taking the IQ test, is that for A, it's like one A that hardly could see, and then A is like barely can see it, and then A is like you can see real clear. On with the A, and then with the glasses right here, is that these would be an old pair right here, but you have it to where it's like aimed at the glasses about right here, and that it's like you'll be able to see alright. It's like these are an old pair. I mean, it's been a long time since I worn these pair, and so I don't know if I'll be able to see very firmly, very clearly with them. But I'm sure that they're about the same as the kind I wear now. But so far as Big Bird, as you have it to where you get to say this is study hall. It's like study hall hour along with the leaf and along with the library. But of course it's like you don't use the Cookie Monster as an example for the dog ate your homework. Because it's like with the Cookie Monster, he pretty much eats the wrong answers. Any cheaters or anybody that tries to get the wrong answers or copy somebody's work or more like, it's like the Cookie Monster will be munching on whatever paperwork. It's like whatever cookie, whatever paperwork. It's like so far as the cookie for the snack. But anyway, but you have it to where that you get the notes right here along with the science and along with more. But so far with Big Bird is that what I think is with most kids is that that I think that there ought to be go ahead and have it to where that during the study hall course is to have it to where they can take time to make a book. It's like to make a book that about a story that maybe they would want to share or they would want to tell, and a lot of times is that maybe they don't know where to start, or maybe they just don't want to take the time to do it. But a lot of times is that some things that maybe you would want to talk about one of these days, and you want to share with friends and family, and which I would probably say that that a few things that maybe I would like to share is that more likely would probably be is that the things that I would like to share is that my handwriting, that my handwriting and then my artistic reading skills is something that I would probably like to share. And so far as with sharing is like that part of the story. And then so far as the story, you got right here is you got the days of the week, and then along the months of the year, along with the summer, fall, and the spring and winter, along with the date. But so far as that Big Bird and study hall hour, and along with the desk, and along with that perfect seat, for reading. So far with Big Bird, along with the other characters, along with the bookmark and then the library books. And so far with study hall and the Big Bird study hall color.